Hello, YouTube, and good morning. It's Sunday, May 15th, 3:43 a.m. Laying alone in bed and wondering when Priscilla's going to come home. And yeah, I just can't really deal with that any longer. So I'm just going to go for a drive. Kind of bummed out. The person that I met yesterday that I hung out with was just in town on vacation temporarily. I was hoping we'd get to hang out like one more time, but misunderstood when the flight out was. So that's not working out. I'm kind of bummed about that. Anyway, yeah, not many videos today yesterday because I didn't really do much yesterday. I went to I went back to Discount Tire. I'm trying to think of when I shot my last video. I remember shooting one in the daytime, and I really don't remember when it was. Oh, that's right. I was heading out, and I was going to go to Discount Tire, and I was going to go to the Wander Inn. Anyway, it ended up taking me a lot longer at Discount Tire than I thought it was going to be. Really glad I went there. They noticed that one of my tires had a big chunk missing out of the sidewall, and big chunk missing out of the sidewall, and that was the issue with it. Well, I mean, that wasn't the issue. They said that they don't think that would be what was causing the shimmy, but it was definitely an issue that needed to be dealt with. As I've said before, I have all Discount Tires. All the tires on this car were purchased at Discount Tire, so it was all covered by the road hazard warranty. I have had them for a little while, and they were unable to check my mileage, so they ended up charging me like $18, which $18 for a new tire mounted and balanced, and then check the balance and rotate all my tires. Yeah, that's fine. That's not breaking the bank. But yeah, by the time I left there, I don't remember what time it was. I want to say it was around 11 a.m., maybe closer to noon. Anyway, by that time I was pretty damn tired, so I decided against going to Wander Inn. Just didn't feel like drinking at all. In fact, I felt really freaking tired. So went home. Priscilla still wasn't home at that time, which she's not home now, by the way. She did come home. It was another one of those things like, I don't know, she figures, well, if I touch, I can go weeks at a time and not touch Dan at all, and I stay out all night, but I'll get him to not be upset, because when I come home I'll touch him, which is basically what happened. Okay, I'm hitting 70. I'm wanting to see if the car shimmies. So far, so good. Yeah, I guess that was the issue. I'm at 75. Yeah, I still got, I don't know. At 75, I kind of got a little bit of a shimmy. I don't know if it's much to be concerned about. They did say that a couple of my rims looked a little less than perfectly round. That maybe I should consider replacing two of my rims. And I hadn't really thought about that. I don't know. This isn't bad, though. A lot better than it was. Anyway. So I'm not sure exactly what time she finally showed up. I want to say around 2 in the afternoon. All I know is I was finally sound asleep, and she came and woke me up and basically started feeling me up, and that was really nice. And God knows I've been kind of living without intimacy quite a lot lately. So that was I was totally ready for it. And then, it was just a tease. It led nowhere. She's just like, oh, I just came home because I need to get dressed. I'm going to some celebration of life thing. Somebody, friend of a friend died. Somebody at the Moose Lodge or Elks Lodge or whatever the hell the thing is that she goes to. So yeah, she went there and so yeah, got dressed. Yeah, I could go into more details. Like, she kind of offered something, but it was not sex. It was honestly kind of insulting. And I'm just like, really, you can't even make, just time for just a little 10-minute quickie, something with me? Like, you come and you wake me up and you get me turned on. Are you just going to leave me here like that? She's like, well, I'll be back soon. I'm like, well, okay. And so I went back to sleep, and I'm not sure exactly what time she came back. I mean, soon is a relative term. I mean, sometimes soon is a day or two, whatever. I want to say she came back around 8 o'clock p.m.-ish. Brought me food, woke me up, which I really am not a fan of being woken up with food, and I've told her this. When I wake up, the last thing I want is food. I generally, when I wake up, I want sex. But she woke me up with food. And then acted weird when I wasn't really interested in eating it. I'm like, well, you kind of started something, then you left. I'm just sitting here waiting for you to finish it. And she's like, well, I gotta go to the bathroom. And she went to the bathroom, and her usual shit, goes to the bathroom and then just doesn't come back to the bedroom. She ended up going to, I asked, what she was doing. She goes, oh, I'm getting ready to go out to the Wander Inn. I'm like, really? You're not going to come in here and join me before you leave? And she didn't even answer that. And so I kind of laid in bed, and I waited. Eventually, I got up and walked out into the living room, and she was gone. So she left without me. She's like, well, okay, I guess she's going to Wander Inn. I'll see her when she gets home. But, I mean, by 3:30 in the morning, still not home, and still hasn't contacted me. So this is the main reason I want her gone. And the shitty thing is, I really don't feel like I can afford that apartment without her. So I'm kind of in a rock and a hard place. And she kind of made it, sort of a threat to me. And I don't really want to go into details on what that is, but she kind of made a threat to me if I used any kind of legal process to get her removed from my apartment. She did help with the rent this month, so I guess I'm obligated to keep her till the end of the month, at the very least. But, God, what I really need is another person like Crystal in my life. That's what I need. But one that's not all fucking psycho and possessive. On that note, when Priscilla came home, she said that she saw... she refers to her as, quote, your friend. She never says her name. Maybe she doesn't know her name. She goes, I keep seeing your friend around. I'm like, that's interesting. And my guess is, I guess she goes to the shopping center over there by Fry's or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they're just going to the same places to get food. I don't know. I mean, Crystal's world is pretty small. I mean, she doesn't drive, and she doesn't like taking the bus, so she pretty much stays right, in the area around 44th Street and Thomas. Still resisting the urge to text her, but she goes, every time I see her, she just looks like she's really angry and mean. I'm like, and I said, yeah, kind of she is, which is honestly kind of a fair assessment. But God, it was nice to be in bed with a woman instead of lonely at night on the nights I'm not working. Anyway, I'm wasting gas. I should go somewhere and get food. Although I did finally eat the food Priscilla got me. I'm not really hungry. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say, but thanks for listening. Gotta just throw it on the YouTube because God knows I don't have anybody actually in my life that wants to listen to this shit. So anyway, thanks for watching.